Thank you very much, Professor Dietrich, for those words of enlightenment and wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now the memento presentation ceremony. And may I request our chief guest, Professor Dietrich, to please step forward and kindly present mementos. We begin with the encouragement memento being presented for outstanding contribution in training young interventionists. There have been two representatives from the industry who have done yeoman's service. In recognition of their contribution, Asia Pacific Vascular Society is very pleased to present these mementos. May I firstly request our chief guest, Professor Dietrich, to please step forward. I would like to invite Mr. V.M. Kasim, the Chairman and Managing Director of Vascular Therapeutics from Mumbai. Mr. Kasim has been hailed for his contribution in training young interventionists. And it is with great regards and respect that Asia Pacific Vascular Society is pleased to present with him with this contribution award. Thank you very much, Mr. Kasim. May now invite Mr. Shivnath Bhattacharya, Country Head of Medtronics, to kindly step forward and accept his award, which has been presented. May I invite Mr. Mangat Gandhi to kindly represent Mr. Bhattacharya on behalf of Medtronics and accept this award. I would request Professor Dietrich to kindly stay on and present the awards to presentations to the dignitaries on the dais. Firstly, I would request Dr. Ty Collins to kindly step forward and accept a presentation. He is the course director. I would now like to invite Dr. Michelle Henry. May I invite Dr. P.K. Ashokan. Dr. Jacques Busquet. Professor Arup Das Biswas. Professor Arup Das Biswas. Professor Pinjala Ramakrishna. Dr. Brahm Prakash. And to Professor N.N. Khanna. May I now invite Professor M.N. Khanna to please step forward and present mementos to our chief guest. We now have the presentation of awards for the chief guest. May I request Professor M.N. Khanna to kindly present it to Professor Dietrich. And I would request the guest of honor, Dr. Raja Babu Panwar, to please step and accept the presentation. I would request Professor Khanna to kindly present a memento to our chief guest, Professor Dietrich. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being part of the presentation ceremony. We'd like to thank our chief guest, Professor Khanna. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we close the proceedings of this inaugural ceremony, may I invite Professor N.N. Khanna for proposing the vote of thanks. Professor Khanna, please.